to be in the professional world actually.
Very nice, very nice. Anyone else who would like to mention what is a resume? Yes, anyone who knows
Yes,
what is
ma'am,
it?
it is a document which
Yes,
shows
Gaurang.
our qualifications,
Mm-hmm.
our
Mm-hmm.
skills, our background.
Okay, okay. What is the difference between a resume or a CV, or is it the same? Any idea?
Exactly, no idea.
Okay. Bhagyashree, any idea? What is the difference between a resume and a CV, or both are the same?
Oh, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So, what we are going to do, first I'll tell you the agenda of the day. Good afternoon, Rishali. Good afternoon, Wesley. Okay, so without wasting much time, I would like you to take to the agenda of the session. So, the very first thing which I would like to mention in a session today is what is the importance of an effective resume? It would be surprising for you. Any idea? Like before I mention you the things, or before I tell you the points which I've noted down specially for you people, for a fresher's resume, or some of you might be experienced. So, any idea how much time an employer approximately spends on your resume to shortlist you in the initial stage? Any idea how much the time an employer must be spending? Or you can say the initial HR people must be spending on your resume? Any idea how much time? Can you make a small guess? कितना समय आपके resume select करने में कोई लगाता होगा? Yes, Shantishi?
2 to 7 minutes.
2 to 7 minutes. Okay. Any other guess?
Uh, I don't know if there is a universal rule, but some some people don't even spend a minute. They just look at it, how it is presented, and they put it away.
Okay. Fine. Any other
Yes,
guess?
ma'am.
Any Gaurangi? Can you tell
Yes,
me how
ma'am.
many
They
minutes?
just go ma'am, hardly 2 minutes. They just go through our resume and select
Okay.
us.
Fine. Yeah. Vaibhav Kharade. Can you make a guess? How much minute an employer must be making on your resume? Vrishali, Dhanashri, can you make a guess? Samandi, can you make a guess? How much time an employer in the initial screening puts a time? Yes, Vrishali?
5 minutes.
Less than a minute, ma'am.
Less than a minute. Okay, somewhere close. Okay, so give me just a second. I'll tell you the exact statistics for that. I'm sharing my screen with you. Here, there's a website. You can just get an idea. Can you see the screen, everyone? Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you see
Yes,
how
ma'am.
much time
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am. Just
I've
6.5
highlighted it
seconds.
to screen your resume? And what possibly happens? You can understand what possibly happens while this 6.525 seconds, your resume either goes in the box or out of the box. So possibly there you can imagine that there are various people, thousands of people, and you can imagine, for example, MCOM people within your college, 60 students, right? Then this 60 students only in university for MCOM. Then you have experienced, then you have many people in different colleges. So approximately in Pune, if there is a job coming in, there must be, let me take a very small figure, there must be very less, 1,000 people, बहुत कम, if I take a very less approximation, 1,000 people. And if in that 6.25 seconds, if you don't design your resume properly, so this is what happens with your resume: rejected, rejected, application rejected, right? So there is a long, you can see here in this picture, there's a large dustbin kept over here. So you design your resume with so much of care. You think ki okay, I have designed it with a lot of care. I've put all my leadership styles. I've put all what I've done in my um, I can say in your 10th standard, you might have achieved something in your 12th standard, and now you're an MCOM graduate. So you might have a lot of expectation. Now I'm an MCOM graduate, so my resume should get selected. But this is what it happens, that the employer is also tired of looking at the resumes, and now you'll find a small place over here wherein the resumes are scrapped. Isn't it the case? Are you, do you think it is actually true, or we are actually exaggerating the case? What do you think? So in a class of 20 people, wherein I saw everybody's resumes, so what do you think, what should be the first criteria that my resume should get selected? Any idea? Anyone? How should
Ma'am,
you do that?
ma'am, the presentation.
The presentation part, very important. What's next? What else? What else
The,
can?
the skills available on the resume.
Could you please repeat yourself again?
The skills
The
available on
skills?
the resume.
Yes, fine, very nice. The skills. You should first design the a very proper resume, then second the skills and everything. So today's agenda or today's 45 minutes is exclusively dedicated for you people, so that you understand what will the employer be interested in, and how out of that so many resumes you can imagine that even in times of corona the situation is much worse, but then normally the situation wherein there's a job vacancy coming up in a company, and the company is very good, for example let's say Tata's, or any Forbes Marshall company, or any kind of company wherein it's a very reputed company, and you can imagine that people across the city, let's take only the city for now, people across the city are applying for that particular position. Normally not less than 6,000 resumes approach a person, right? And now whether it is a hard copy of the resume or whether you are putting it in the mail, it will really matter that how your resume stands out in that 6.59 seconds, and how does it attract the attention of the person. So there are various ways to do it. I will take you to the journey of that particular thing, and I would request you, in case if you are interested, you can note down a few points for your resume building. At the end of the session I will also take you to your Recruiter software, wherein you have been asked to fill up the resumes for the employment purpose or for the placement cell. The very first agenda of our session today is the importance of an effective resume. How does an effective resume differ from a normal one? Number two, difference between a resume and a CV. Like most of the time, it has been found that the resume as well as your CV, these words are used interchangeably, but actually it is not the case. Resume and CV are not the same, they are different. But yes, for industry terms, most of the people ask you for your CV, right? Coming to the next important point is, what are the three important strategies for developing an effective resume? Fourth, very important point, which Mokli current very rightly pointed out, the very first thing that comes out in your CV is either a summary of the CV or your job or your career objective. So you need to design it very carefully. Fourth, the body of the resume, how you're going to structure your resume, hard skills and soft skills in the resume, resume formats, a fresher's resume, special topic for you, fresher's resume, and examples of well written resume and a poorly written resume. So this is what I've planned. In case if we have got a lot of discussion and the session, the time does not allow us to complete the session today, with your interest, in case if you are more interested, we will take one more session on this particular thing. Fine. So let's start with it. The very first thing what I would like to focus here is, what is the difference between a resume and a CV? Now, when you talk a resume is a very apt thing. It is a very I can say crisp thing which asks you about only your qualifications and your experience. So qualifications in terms of your academic qualifications, in terms of a fresher, and experience in case if you have any, right? S- So for freshers, it won't be applied, right? Coming to the next part, when you talk about the CV, it is a very detailed procedure, or it is a very detailed snapshot of your entire personality which you pen down on a piece of paper, or which you write or you frame out in a word format and give it to the employer. Okay, so there is a difference between CV and resume. CV is a detailed one, resume is a short resume which is just a snapshot of your entire personality which you are, or you as a person which you are offering as a candidature. Now, the length, the primary difference between a CV and resume is only the length. You should remember this. Coming to writing a CV. So here we are not talking about designing a resume. We are talking about your CV, which is curriculum vitae. Now, this particular CV which we are discussing today has got a more detailed information relevant, very important, more detailed information relevant to the requirements of a particular job. So we come to the strategy of a resume. Now, very first and very important thing, whenever a job application comes or whenever a vacancy comes, the first thing what you do is you first see which company has got a vacancy. You should not have the same CV, or you may need some modifications as per what experts say. This is not my opinion, this is the expert's opinion, that you should not have the same CV to every company. Now, can somebody tell me the reason why we should not have the same CV to every company? Any reasons? What do you think? Why should not we have same CV to every company?
Maybe to increase the chances. Maybe if something is missing here, an information can be over there.
Okay, exactly. This is one very important point, that there could be something missing in your resume which specifically the company is demanding, or you might need to have, right? So for example, I'll share the screen with you here. See, when I put here in Google vacancies for MCOM freshers, now there are various vacancies near Pune, out of Pune, whatever. So let's see here, because you are MCOM graduates, I'll specifically focus on that only. So just check accounts and finance executive freshers, accounts and finance executive freshers. So it is a consultancy, right? This is again a management consultancy. So now let's take this one. Okay. So now what does it say? It says experience is not required. The amount of, this is your expected salary per annum. Coming to the job description, we have an opening for financial analyst position at Chennai location. Candidates should have a very good communication skill. Now, what are we going to take away from this is what are the requirements? Means what does an employer need and how you're going to design. So in the advertisement is the first thing what will tell you how your resume should be recreated or suited to the thing. Now, the very first thing what they have mentioned is communication. So you should definitely have more of the thing, or you should have some kind of an achievements with respect to your communication which you might have done in your college days. There could be an allocation competition, there could be a debate competition, there could be an organization of a seminar in your college, whatever it is. So this skills, this kind of events in your resume would actually help you to indicate at the very first point that yes, you are good in communication skills. Degree passed out students only, fine, you have to mention about a degree. Arrears candidates are not applicable. Non-voice process role, rotational shift, so you should mention that yes, you are flexible in doing that. If you say no, I'm not flexible, so somewhere your resume should also show that you're flexible in working In case if it is possible, looking for immediate joiners, any degree graduates are applicable, cap will be provided, MCom, BCom, MBA students are more preferable. So here, so not much of an information is given. So in that case, what you can do is, if this company has got a website, you can directly go to their website, right? In case the website is not there, it's fine, but then most possibly all companies have got websites. So let's see, I'll show you one website here. Let's take whatever comes first. So there is an accountancy position for, say, let's say in Tata Motors. So here, about us is one thing which you should always look for before designing your resume. Any idea why should you look for the company's website? What is there in company's website? The job description is already
Hello?
there. Yes.
Hello?
Yes, may I know who's speaking? Yes, Anviksha. Anviksha, you wanted to say something? Okay. Anyone who can understand that why do you need to surf a company's website before you design or finalize your resume to send it to them? You can definitely have a rough draft of resume ready with you, which can be actually a kind of all information gathered at one place. But yes, the reason why I'm asking you to see the company's website, I'll tell you in a couple of minutes. Just hold on to that. Okay. So this is one thing which I have left it open for you just because we have to come back to this point. Coming to a few important other areas which your focus should be there is the strategy of writing the resumes from an employer's perspective. So when I'm saying employer's perspective, it is very important that you know what is the company all about. In case if you're applying to any company, the very first, the three important points which you need to understand is, number one, are your personality traits. For example, if Xenia or Neelam or Aishwarya, these three people are applying to a company. Now, whether your personality traits are matching the organizational values or not, right? Now, anybody can tell me what is organizational value? What is an organizational value? Any idea about it? When I'm saying that your personality traits should match with organizational values, what do you mean by organizational values? Can anybody
Their,
tell me?
their culture, how they
Hmm.
conduct their business.
Yes, very nice. Gaurangi, any idea what is organizational value? Come on, you have that subject in your syllabus.
Ma'am, yes, their culture, the way they conduct their business.
Yes, and how the people should conduct their business? What are their values? Ethics? You have this
Ethically,
subject,
yeah.
right?
Yes, ethically.
So they have ethics. The values of
Yes.
the companies could be compliance to the policies and procedures, respect
Yes.
for others,
Yes.
adherence to the financial norms, full compliance to legal norms of the company, support for diversity in the workplace, right? So you have learned all this, right? If I'm not
Yes,
wrong.
right. Yes, ma'am, right.
So just a second. Here, when you go to any company, I'll just see if I can find an example for you. Yeah, here. So the same website I'm opening for you. You can just check. For example, if I go to this company, Tata Motors, I went to About Us and in that company profile. So this is the most important thing that one should concentrate on before directly jumping to the resumes and sending it to them. Possibility, the chances are that if you don't see their website, your resume is going not to be selected, right? So when it was established 1945, employee strength is this much is the sales and service. Fine. This does not concern us much, but here it can be the questions asked in your interview also. See here, our focus on connecting aspirations and our pipeline of tech-enabled products keep us on the forefront of the market, right? We have identified 6 mobility drivers that will, now this is quite technical into nature. Coming here, our mission across our globally dispersed organization. Can you make out the word? Can somebody tell me the word, which is the word I'm looking for here in the mission statement? Can you look out for the word here in the mission statement? Which is more important? What should go in your CV? Quickly, read the line and tell me what should go in your CV. This entire mission statement is here. Which line should go in your CV? Tell me. Which particular word is most important that should be targeted in your CV?
Ma'am, passionate.
Perfect. Who has given this answer?
Gaurang.
Can you tell me who has given this answer? Passionate?
Ma'am, Gaurangi.
Yes, Gaurangi. Very right. It is very important that you pick up the topics or you pick up the words that the company's values are. So the company value is they are passionate in anticipating and providing the best vehicles. So probably if Gaurangi or Namrata or Shantashri is applying to this company, it is more important that the very first power word, mark my sentence, I have said the word power word. The power word should come in your CV as passionate. So you can write it down whenever you're designing or applying for any company. So the company needs, of course, when the mission is passionate, the company would also need Gaurangi to be passionate person who would be working with them. The company would ask in case Mokli wants to apply to this company. So the HR manager of Tata would see whether Mokli is really a passionate person who would fit into the organization culture or not. Moving ahead, you can see the Tata Group profile here. Here, we innovate mobility solutions with a passion to enhance the quality of life. So again, the passion word is already done. They have a vision of becoming the most aspirational Indian auto brand. Okay? I'm just giving an example. Maybe it may not suit to your profile being MCOM, but then what I'm saying is you can just check this particular thing and you can make or customize your resume accordingly. I hope you're getting my point. It is not going a bouncer to anybody. I hope you are all there with me.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So here you are means the company expect to deliver a superior financial return. They want to drive a sustainable, exceeding customer expectations and creating a highly engaged workforce. Now here, the most important points, you can just see whether your personality traits as Gaurangi or Shantashri or Rushali or anybody who wants to apply to this company as an accounts person or whatever profile which suits to MCOM graduates, does this values suit your personality traits? Right? If you are a person who is a teamwork person, can you focus on the customer? Even for a finance or an accounts person, can you deliver your best in terms of customer focus? Do you believe in speed? Speed also means that you should deliver the work at a better pace, deliver your performance, excellence, accountability, integrity. So in case if your personality trait matches with all these values, that you should try to inculcate, you should try to include all these power verbs in your resume. Understood? Anita? Anita Mane? Noori?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you able to understand what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am, exactly.
Okay. So this is what is the first point which I would like to drive to the class, that do not try, means it is a caution word that you cannot make every employer happy with the same resume. You have to customize because every company is different, Every employer is different, but yes, the the bottom line remains the same, that you have to make sure that your resume gets selected in that 6.25 seconds. Okay, so coming to the next point, you have been aware that what are the values of the company. Now you should see that your personality fits the values of the organization, and if it does not, so possibilities are less that how you're going to fit in the organization, because the HR people, if you are coming at a very strategic position, even the CEO of the company or the CFO of the company would also like to see that this person fits in our culture. Coming to the next important strategy, which everybody knows, soft skills and the hard skills. What do you mean by soft skills and hard skills? Soft skills in a resume and hard skills in a resume.
Ma'am, soft skills means we are MS Office or Tally like that. We are gaining through softwares and like that things. And
Yes, actually.
and hard thing means like leadership skill.
Okay.
Uh,
Somewhere it got jumbled. Okay. So, see, when you talk about hard skills, it means, for example, if in accounting, hard skills means the softwares or the various, I can say, um, qualifications or domain specific skills. Okay. So you can note it down somewhere that whenever you are writing a resume, if there is something called as domain specific skill, for example, for an MCOM graduate, what are the domain specific skills? Like you should have a tally, you should know all the accounting softwares, you should know all the current updates. So this could be one of the things. In case if I talk about an IT guy, it could be cloud computing, social networking solutions, and so on. So hard skills are the domain specific skills. For example, if I talk about an HR specific person, the HR person should know about managing the employee. They should know about ERP software and so that, because it is specifically for managing the HR solutions. Coming to the soft skills. So when you talk about soft skills, it is the personality attributes of yourself. Now, what are the personality traits and soft skills? For example, if you're hiring somebody, or for example, the HR has got a position for a salesperson, so communication skills could be the first thing a salesperson would be looked into. Persuasiveness, reasoning abilities, willingness to listen, understand the customer's problem solving, effective negotiations, and so on. But in normal, when I say that, ma'am, what are the normal traits which classify under personality traits? So these are leadership skills, teamwork. Third is driving change and getting things done. So in case if your resume wants to be reflected of good soft skills, so you should always have a backup of the things what you have done to support the soft skills. Just mere writing in the resume, that if somebody writes, for example, let me take my example. I will write in my resume that Amrita is a team player, but I have never done a team activity, I have never organized anything. On the contrary, it might happen that I am a person who likes to work alone. The point which I want to drive is that you should never write something which is not you, because the HR people will definitely make it out. So they will ask you that, okay, Aishwarya, if you're a team person, can you just tell us what kind of initiative have you taken in your college which tells us that you are a team person, or you are a good leader, or you are a teamwork person, or you get the things done. So in case if you are putting something in your resume, the first thing, it should be correct. Second, if you have put it even by mistake and now you have not got a time to edit, it is in the hands of the employer. So now you make sure that you have got something to support it, and that is with a lot of convincing power, right? So you should be careful what you're putting in the resume. So in your soft skills, are your leadership skills? Do you have a good communication skill? Have you conducted any kind of a workshop, or have you conducted or coordinated anything in your college, any event? Are you a team player? Can you drive the change? For example, There could be something in your class which is missing. Now, are you the person who takes an initiative and say that, ma'am, this was the thing which we did not like in the class, so can we do it in this way? So basically an example of driving the change in the college or the school or in the society. So you should have examples like this. So we had three strategies. We had two major strategies. One, that you should reveal those personality traits that matches with the organizational values. And the organizational values कहाँ से मिलेंगे आपको? आपको resume. You will have to go to the company's profile and you will find organization, mission, vision, everything there. Second, strategy. The company should the resume should convince the potential employer that you're a right fit to the company. So you should have a combination of hard skills and soft skills which are demanded by the job or which is demanded by the job profile. So there is one more important thing which you should take care of while framing the resumes. If you want, you can note it down. These are called as action verbs. Action verbs. So now what do you mean by action verbs? For example, I have put in my resume that I have successfully completed 31 days workshop which is given by XYZ college, right? So successfully is one, second is completed. Second, if in case if I am applying for a position called as a salesperson, right? So you can mention the power verbs like I have completed the deal. I have designed this particular sales. You can say sales pitch like this. So it was very successful. I have convinced the person. I have persuaded the person. So there is a list of all the power verbs which says like started. And in started, that means you're a person who takes initiative. For example, Dhanashri puts in a resume like I have started a new venture or I have started a new activity in our college, so which was not there earlier. So which shows to me as an employer that yes, Dhanashri is somebody who is an initiative taker. Next, for example, there could be next power work like created. So you created an activity for all your commerce graduates which will help them to move forward in their life. For example, there could be a workshop which is created by you or anything, or which is successfully coordinated by you. So when you talk about a fresher, it would be more of a coordination activity. It could be a conducting activity. So you have conducted or coordinated any seminar or anything. So there is a long list of action verbs. If somebody is interested, I will share the list and we will also take care of all the power verbs which are there, which should be put in your resume. The last but not the least, the resume should show to the employer that what benefits the candidates brings in. So what you'll have to do for that? First thing, what you have to do is you have to do a self-assessment. So once you read, first you open the company's website, you know that, okay, the company needs this particular all, you can say, these are the job responsibilities, this is job profile. Then you go to company's mission, vision and values. So you know now a small glimpse of the company, that what is the company all about, what is the vision, mission of the owners of the company. So this is one important point. And second important point is that you have to see that whenever you are writing your resume, you have to interact with yourself, called as a self-talk, that am I really going to convince this particular thing what I've put in my resume to the employer. So doing a self-assessment. And second point is researching the company, which is very important. And when you talk about all this, you have to club these two things. What is the company profile and what you are stating, what is the right fit, and what makes you the right candidate for the company. So probably if the company is looking for a person with a hands-on experience, so imagine that in your job summary or in your career objective, you write it in a way that it tells you that yes, I'm an experienced candidate looking for a career growth or looking for XYZ reason. So your career objective should also match the company and you as a person. It should not be two diverse items. Okay, everything understood till here? I hope it is not going to be a lecture, but you are able to understand a few things. So before I go ahead, I'll tell you a small website which you can check for yourself here. I hope you're able to see this website. Are you able to see the website, everyone? Ayush, Ashwini, Saurabh.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So here, even if you forget some of the points of the session, you can just check it out here. It is the fresher out of the college 24 tips to build a willing resume. There are many websites like this, but I found this quite easy to pick up so that you can, or we can also discuss this particular thing again when you come back to the session. I'll just paste it in your conversation list, chat section. You can follow this. Okay, so this is a small glimpse. I have not put all the points. I've put only half of the points which we have decided. Coming to the most important point of your Riculta software. So there are many of people, for example, I'll not see anybody's resume here, but I'll just want to see. Okay, so this person has filled only 4% of the resume. I will just see the tabs. So the first thing, can you see Ricardo software, what is all is demanding? Gaurangi, Namrata, are you able to see the software?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is what you're expected
Yes,
to
ma'am.
fill in the college. Like here comes your male or female and how many years you are. Then here comes your email ID. Summary. This is the first line statement which will make the employers pick up your resume. So design it very carefully. Education. So you have to fill the name of the course, passing year, name of the institute. So for you, it would be MCOM, BCom, 10th, 12th, whatever you have been briefed. Internships. If you have done any internships, try to put it in a manner with power verbs, which actually help you to understand and show whatever you have done in a accomplishment manner. For example, you have given certain kind of suggestions to your company or you have learned this thing. So how much time have you spent in the company? What all have you learned is the most important thing which you should concentrate on. Startup experience, if some people have, summer internship, professional experience, projects you might have done. In case if you have done any project or if you have some time between your employment and your completion of your syllabus, I would request you, or rather I would advise you to do some project in a company, whether it is paid or unpaid doesn't matter. Kindly do this because this is a major thing on which the fresher's resume depends. Academic achievements and awards in your 10th standard, if you have organized something, you might have won any awards in debate, anything in your leadership team skills or sports, whatever you have, you can put it here. For example, some person might be a gold medalist, some person might be a topper. Position of responsibility, if some of you people are working in placement cell, you can write this here that I am a coordinator, student coordinator for placement cell. I have been doing this. Extracurricular activities. So which are the two activities which the college does on a college functions? Can you name them? Any two functions of the college which are the brand name of the college, under the brand name of the college? You might have seen one, right? Yes,
Search.
yes, ComSearch is one. What is another function? Any function which you do. So whatever is the one flagship event of the college, you should mention this over here. Extracurricular activities and achievements, and make sure that if you're putting this here, you have some certificate or something to support this, or you have a good event, or you can say a good narrative to support this. What are the coordination activities you have done? So achievements, any scholarship, research paper you have written. Some persons have approached me for writing a research paper. Definitely, I'll help you in doing that. So even you can write a publication if you have any. Again, here, other experience. So if you are a fresher, very important, please listen carefully. If you are fresher, it is very obvious that you might not have an experience. Second thing, what you can make your resume as a star mark is here, other experiences. So there are various workshops going on, there are various conferences going on, there are various volunteering experience. For example, you might work in an NGO or anything. So this you can put in here. Again, there are free workshops really at very less prices. I'm not marketing any brand. They're free workshops right for 300 rupees, which could be a addition to your MCOM degree. Okay, so I understand, I'm well aware people all are tech savvy, so you can just search on Google and see which are the free courses run by various, or the courses which are run at a very minimum rate. They might be learning on Saturday or Sunday, or they might be self-paced learnings also. So you can add this kind of courses over here, workshops and courses. And finally, skills and hobbies. So again, skills, hard skills and soft skills, skills which are related to your domain of accounts or commerce, you can put it in hard skills. Soft skills could be leadership, team, initiatives, communication, anything. And again, this is something which people give the least importance to. But yes, your hobbies can also be a very important talking point during the interviews. So if you watch a lot of movies, if you watch a lot of, if you are a gaming person, so you should mention that what you have learned through that gaming, what you have learned through that movies, what do you like to learn from the movies. Or for example, there are various movies like, you should keep in your hand that these are the good movies which are very motivating, like Chasing Mavericks is one which I can name you right now. Then Hidden Figures is one movie. So if you really want, you can mention this kind of movies in the interview, which could be a talking point for you, because normally for freshers there's not much to talk. 6.25 seconds on your resume and 10 minutes maximum in your interview, and that too in the initial 2 minutes the employer has already decided whether to take you or leave you. Okay, so this is what I have planned for the session today. Because the session is only for 50 minutes, I don't want to unnecessarily put a lot of information in. So anything which you would like to be interested to know, you can just ask me the questions in the last 5 minutes. If you have any questions. Have you, if you have filled all your information in Recalta, you can share it with me. We can make it, modify the resume. But then for the same thing, you have to first take an initiative and make a rough draft. And then we can possibly start refining. Out of this 33 people, like some people might have banking as a specialization. What is the other specialization MCOM people have?
Ma'am, accounting.
Accounting.
Accounting and banking. Okay. So you have to make sure that you have skills put according to your specialization. Okay. Any questions? Ayush, Saurabh, Samandhi, Aarti, Ridvik, any questions for me? Have you understood the session?
No, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So if you have not any, you don't have any questions, or if you want to ask the questions later on, I'm already there in your group. You can WhatsApp me your questions. In case if you need any help for designing your resumes, we'll try to take one more session on resume building, wherein examples and do's and don'ts of a resume. But then for that, I need a little homework from you, that you have to first fill up all your information in Recalta, and probably I will have to go through it and then I can give you a feedback. Fine. Thank you for patiently listening to me. I'll just download your attendance. Just wait for a second. Just a second, guys. 33. Okay. Yes, so if you don't have any questions, I can formally close the session. Thank you for listening so patiently.
Thank you,
Have a nice
ma'am.
day, everyone. Take care.
Thank you, ma'am.
ma'am.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
ma'am. Thank
Thank you.
you.
Take care.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Samantha.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, everyone.